What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good afternoon, everybody. It's your girl, Tatiana Busted Down. Hopefully, everyone is doing well this afternoon. Y'all, I'm sorry I'm late, first of all, everybody, but I got caught up in some other stuff. But I had to slide up in here between all this drama going on so I could build my little lemonade stand, bitch. And give out a couple bags of chips off of these bitches' backs. So, before we get started, hopefully, like I said, everyone is doing well. Hey, Chef Outspoken, how are you? Hey, All the Smoke, thank you for being a member. Hey, Lizzie McInquire, how are you? Was it get child? Listen, it's a lot going on. And I can't be live while I'm trying to get the tea for y'all, okay? That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Brooklyn Star. Thank you for being a member. Okay, so guys, first thing I want to talk about is this Jay Wilson and Beach thing. Exactly, Lizzie. Yes, Chef Outspoken. I mean, I know I can do a lot, but I I can barely walk and chew bubble gum. So when I'm listening to something, I have to pay attention. I can't be live and be trying to listen. Pizarro is good for that shit. Pizarro is very good with the maneuvering of it all. I can't do it like that. I have to be laser focused, but that's just me. Okay, so guys, with this Jay Wilson and Beach thing, what do y'all think about that shit? Hey, Victoriously Shay, thank you for being a member. What do y'all think about that shit? So I first heard little rumblings because honestly, I was kind of checked out of the beef sector for like 2 days solid. I would peek in and see what was going on, but I was watching movies and stuff. So I had been checked out. Hey, Bird, thank you for stopping in. So when I first heard that Jay Wilson had unmodded Beach, I seen Pizarro post about it over on her community tab. And I was like, bitch, when did this happen? So, you know me, I'm nosy as shit. Hey, Mixology, how are you? Thank you for being a member and a moderator. So, I was like, when did this happen? So I skedaddled my ass on over there to Jay Wilson to see what was going on. And I saw that he had been live twice that I had missed. So I scrambled through the first live. And basically, what I heard Jay Wilson saying, the reason that he unmodded Beach was because Beach got a lot going on these days. She got her hands in a lot of pots, and because of that, and because she's, having disagreements and fighting with so many people, he wanted to protect his channel by unmodding her, because Jay Wilson said he did not want another situation like the one he just experienced over on Demi Did It's page. If y'all don't know about what happened there, Demi was live, and Demi and Tracy D and Rita were dragging the shit out of cat scratch ass Reed, dragging the shit out of Reed. Well, Demi is not very YouTube savvy. She basically just knows how to hit the live button, not much else. Reed was still a moderator for Demi whilst they're over there dragging Reed. So Reed comes in the chat and that bitch starts timing out everybody. They think they're blocked, but they're not. She's just timing them out. It took Demi literally 2 hours to try to figure out how to unblock those people. It was the most cringe thing watching that poor girl try to figure that shit out. So, I mean, y'all know I've told y'all Reed is one of my guilty pleasures. Not so much anymore like she used to be, because she can drag, but lately she's been relying very heavily on the motherfucker of it all. Relying very heavily on that. So with that being said, she's been moved down a couple of notches as far as my guilty pleasure is concerned. Hey, Clouds. Did I miss anything? Hey, Roxy. Hey, December baby. Hey, Figure Eight. Thank you for being a member, Figure Eight, Roxy. So, like I was victoriously shaped. It was so fucking cringe watching that girl stand over there with her fucking, Demi, she got a tendency to stand there with her mouth hanging open, that lip just fucking drooping. She stood there for like an hour with that lip drooping, that droopy fucking lip face she likes to put on, trying to figure out how to unblock people. Rita, of all people, had to jump up there and try to guide her through it. And that was even more fucking cringe because Rita's trying to guide her through it. What Rita would give her like a couple of sentences or something to do and then jump back into cussing out Reed. Like Rita was really not concerned with helping that girl try to unblock those people. Like the original reason why she came up there, she was only concerned with dragging the shit out of Reed. But that was fine because I was here for it all. I was here for the hanging lip. I was here for the block drama. I was here for Rita. Rita really came through and cussed Reed the fuck out. I mean, I don't know. I've heard people saying that they believe Rita is still on drugs. I don't know. She seemed to have a little bit of clarity about herself. The way that she laid that shit out on Reed like she did. Hey, Andrea, how are you? So, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh my God. Bitch, stop playing with me on today. Stop playing with me on today. You see, I'm over here trying to do something. You playing these damn games. We're going to get to that shit, though. Oh, we're going to get to that shit. So, with the Rita and Demi did a thing. So that's what happened over there. So Jay Wilson was saying that the reason that he didn't want Beach as a moderator any longer is because he did not want Beach to pull a read in his chat. Mixology says sorry, not sorry. Bitch, you almost took my breath away with that shit. Lord Jesus Christ. The buckshots of it all, mixology. But anyways, Reed and Rita. So Jay Wilson said that because he had just experienced that over there, he was in Demi's chat when Reed came through their chat block and player hating on motherfuckers. So, because of that experience, he is still probably a little shell shocked and he's looking at his page like that could possibly happen if he's making commentary on the Beach thing and people are in the chat and they are not on Beach's side. He did not want to give her the tools and the access to be blocking people in his chat. Y'all know what I'm saying? So I agree with that and I feel like that's a solid reason. Now other people feel like that's some bullshit, Jay Wilson, and you're only using that as an excuse to block the girl because of the situation with our cook and calling your job and her being so close to our cook. Even though you pretended like you weren't upset at that shit, you really were. And now you're using this new situation as a real reason to block her. That's what other people are thinking. Hey, Demetra, how are you? Brooklyn Star says, when people are going to stop giving these content coins to Pastor? Never, because that's what the beef sector is built on. Victoria C. Shea said, I don't see it for Beach, but I knew his dislike for our cook. I knew this was coming. Yeah. Well, listen, I do agree with Jay Wilson, and I see where he's coming from because number one, Beach is doing a whole fucking lot out here these past couple of days. Like she's doing a whole lot and a whole lot of talking. That's a talking ass bitch, and she's got an odd manner about her. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. It's just something odd there, but that's a talking ass bitch. And you always got to be super careful how closely you set yourself up to a talking ass bitch like that. I'm just saying. You also have to watch these people and be super careful, when you set yourself up next to people who like to get upset with their friends and show text messages and emails and shit on Mad Day. You really have to be wary of those type of people. And if you're in my chat, then you've been out here long enough to know who those people are and to know how far you should go in friendship with those people. So at this point, I really don't feel bad for anyone out here who links up with the likes of a Kimmy or a Beach or whoever else, the type of people who like to get mad and show all your fucking text messages and shit on Mad Day. Like, that's some of the weak ass shit. And my circle is very, very small as far as behind the scenes. And even though I know my bitches would never betray me like that, I still don't say anything to them that I would not say out here in the front ground. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to take that into consideration also. If you are going to discuss and chat with these people in the background, don't say anything that you would not say on your platform. For example, don't be out here trying to put hits out on niggas in the background and expect for that shit to never come out. Kimmy, Killer Kimmy. I hope y'all saw my community tab because I put out there that the bitch is suicidal. What fucking Monday through Wednesday and then homicidal Thursday through Sunday. Like what the fuck is going on here? Bitch, it's giving suicide bomber. It's giving you want to strap something to yourself and take everybody out along with yourself. What the fuck? Girl, get it together, Miss Thing. Demetra said, my circle is half of a dot. So is mine, Demetra. Half of a fucking dot. Literally, I communicate with 3 people from the beef sector via actual phone number text message. I communicate with maybe 2 other people semi regularly on Instagram. That's it. That's it. And the people I communicate are not these messy fucking bitches. I mean, we all messy. Don't get it fucked up. We all messy. Everybody done been attached to some kind of storyline out here. But like I said, by now we have the tools at our hands to see who these people really are and how they really move and to make educated decisions on who you decide to befriend. Hey, View, how are you? Hey, Figure 8, thank you for being a member. Is Betty White in here? Hey, Betty White. Betty White said, Miss Toby blocked me from DKL's chat. We go back, we always go back and forth, but she got mad because I asked about her face waxing routine. Unbelievable. Well, at least she waxes. There are bitches out here in the likes of Vivian who don't do anything. And Vivian's never got upset at anybody and blocked them because they asked her about her mustache. I remember one time the wrench asked her about her mustache. What was the, oh, it was so funny. One time the wrench asked Vivian about her mustache and Vivian came back with something that was so clever and so funny. It was hilarious. And neither one of them blocked each other. That's what the beef sector is. So I don't know why she's getting mad at you for that, Betty White. But whatever. If you said waxing makes the makeup go on smooth. Okay, so we got off on a little tangent. So what was I talking about? Jay Wilson and Beach. So I mean, I'm on Jay Wilson's side with that thing. I'm on Jay Wilson's side with that thing. It's not just the thing with her and with our Cook doxing his job. I feel like it was accumulation of many things that have been happening in a short time span, and Jay Wilson cannot feel comfortable with her having a wrench once again, specifically because of what he just experienced over on Demi's page. So all that combination is the reason why Beach lost her wrench, in my opinion. Now, transferring over from that shit. Hey, Femme Noir, how are you? Excuse me, Femi. Hey, Femi. Oh my God. I think I was one of the first ones to call that ignorant shit out, Femme Noir. You know, Miss Cruiser said he over there explaining it though. Roxy said, me too. I agree with Jay Wilson on this as well. Passer was done when R. Kelly Cook said he got pacifier. Yes, he was. He was gagged. You could hear it in his voice. When R. Cook started screaming that shit out, you could hear Jay Wilson. It gave him great pause. It gave him great pause. And he really didn't say anything. I think he was gagged. I think he had a knot in his throat. When R. Cook was up there screaming that shit, because it was all starting to come together and combinate and accumulate in his brain that maybe this beef Peach bitch ain't the best one to be swinging around a blue wrench and twirling in a blue dress all up and through my chat. All right, Demetra, thank you for stopping in. Demetra said I gotta go edit and listen. Thank y'all. And if y'all are not, I'm pretty sure everybody in here is, but if y'all are not subscribed to Demetra, please subscribe. She is doing her morning affirmations, and they are amazing. Y'all better check them out. They're not very long, so there's no excuse for you not to watch them. It's not like it's gonna take up your whole morning. Roxy said it makes sense. Why would anyone keep a mod who has loyalty to someone who admitted to getting you fired? Yes, Roxy. But I think that was a factor, but it wasn't the factor. Because if it was the factor, he would have unmodded her ass right then and there. Y'all know Jay Wilson ain't shamed to unmod a bitch right then and there. And let's talk about another thing. Like, nowhere else on YouTube is it such a fucking drama-filled thing as far as moderators. Literally. Like, Jay Wilson's moderators, they barely really have to do any work. Jay Wilson will block whoever he wants to block when he kind of gets into it with them. Like, they don't even really do any work over there. Like, a lot of moderators don't really do any work in the beef sector as of late. You know, all the big pages, all the trolls have already been blocked and kind of weeded out. So a moderator stick in the beef sector, it is to help the person. It is to block like crazy fucking trolls and people doxing and shit like that if those are the rules of your channel. But really, it's just a badge of honor. It's just so people know that you are rocking with this person and you've been rocking with that person, really. So all this moderator gate shit going on in the beef sector, it's really, really silly. And y'all niggas really be exactly Brooklyn Star. Brooklyn Star said, I'm not getting mad about a non-paying job. I was just about to say, and y'all niggas really need to stop acting like this is an actual, like, stately position. Like you're fucking senator or something. It's a goddamn moderator on YouTube. Get over it, people. Betty said mods are awful. Not all, but they are in their personal feelings. Yeah, yeah. But you know, it makes for good commentary. Having messy mods will make shit shake, and it'll give us something to talk about, you know? It'll give us something to talk about. Miss Cruiser, and they be so eager to work so hard for fucking free. Like, I remember back in the day when it was a moderator's birthday or something that the content creator would be like, oh, drop your cash app in the chat. Them niggas don't even do that shit no more. Jay Wilson got his chat sending his moderators shit for Christmas, cash apps and shit. He ain't done it. He talking about, if you a moderator, send your information to yespitchinglady.com. Get with Viv. Get with Viv and we gonna send you something. So not only do you have to get with that messy, undercover messy bitch, you have to send her your information. Who the fuck in their right mind is sending Vivian their information? But I digress. Bitch, if you like it, I love it. And if you think that a little, what could he possibly send those people? A fucking Christmas card? If you think a Christmas card is worth your personal information and possible future doxing, then go ahead. Send that bitch, send your shit to yespicturelady.com or gmail.com. So you can get your Christmas present from Jay Wilson. No, he don't want you to send the shit to him. He wants you to send the shit to a third fucking party. Like, what is that? I would already feel uncomfortable having to send my address and real name to Jay Wilson, much less his fucking lapdog. But whatever. Brooklyn Star said Brahmin bags. I was thinking he was going to send him Brahmin bags, but no, he's too cheap to send them all Brahmin bags. And the Brahmin bags are cheap ass bags. I ain't never seen one. I have never seen. I'm a bag girl. I look at everybody's fucking pocketbook that I pass by. I ain't never seen that shit. I'm going to have to Google the shit to see what they look like, but I'm imagining they look like bootleg Teflon bags. I'm not a fan of those Teflon bags either. But I imagine that the Brahmin looked like a bootleg Teflon. If I had to guess, being the bad girl that I am. Did they at least get free prayer cloths? No. No, they ain't got nothing yet. He's still telling them as of like last week, send your information to yespicturelady.com and Google so y'all can get y'all Christmas present. Nigga, it's almost Valentine's Day. What are you talking about? And then once again, he said he haven't sent them shit. He did a whole live and had the fucking chat the ones who went for that shit to send them something. And honestly, the only moderator over there that really deserves a tip is Ron P. Because Ron P occasionally will get into the comments after the live and give you highlights and thumbnails and like not thumbnails, but like timestamps. So truly and honestly, the only one I feel like over there that deserves a tip would be Ron P. And when I say a tip, I'm talking like $25, $30 because that is the extent of the work. Hey, Seven. Seven said Ron P is great. He is. Ron P is really good with that. The rest of them, what the fuck do they deserve a tip from the people for? They're though the rest of them are the ones in the reason why Jay Wilson is always having to unblock people. The rest of his moderators are the undercover bitches who come back on the replay and be blocking y'all. So why would y'all then turn around and cash app them? That's fucking insane and crazy, but whatever. Whatever. The fuck do I know? I'm just coming at the shit with logic. But once again, I've told y'all, I have to continue to learn my lesson and to remind myself because I come at this shit from a logical standpoint. That's why it's so confusing and fucked up a lot of times. Because you can't attach logic to this bullshit. Stop it trying to attach logic to this bullshit. Hey, Diving, thank you for being a member. Diving says exactly. They don't even engage with the chat. They'll engage with the chat if you super chat them. But see, but that's not their main goal for coming out here. Their main goal for coming out here is the numbers in the coin. I engage so much with my chat because that's my main goal. I've been told y'all from the beginning, the reason this page exists is for me to kick it with my bitches and I be having too much to say to be typing in somebody's chat. Mixology said, I tried one time to stamp alive. That's true work. Yeah, it is. It's true work. So like I said, Ron P is the only one over there from where I'm sitting, from what I've been seeing that deserves anything. I don't know. I did just call Vivian a lapdog, and she does do a lot. For example, she's gathering all of these people's names and addresses and shit so she could send them something on behalf of him. So for those lapdog purposes, Vivian deserves a little something as well. I'll give that to her. I will give that to her. Vivian deserves a little something as well for those who care. But other than that, the rest of them, eh. View said right, and you can go to other people's channels with one click. Yeah. Figure 8 said, I never heard of Ron P being in any drama. There was a little drama back in the day, but it wasn't nothing to discuss or talk about. It was just, some things that kind of happened in the background between him and some other people, and the other people felt like Ron was a little fake, but it's really nothing to talk about. Everybody's got a little something if you're in the beef sector, everybody's got a little something. So that's the only thing I know about Ron as far as any drama. It was like back, like I'm talking like fucking 2018 when this shit was new. So if you know, you know, but I'm not giving any details and I'm not discussing it because it's a non-factor. Hey, BL. E equals MC square. I don't know why you be doing it to him, BL. Diving said, I love that you set to do a channel and that you do engage with your core audience. I know not everybody can do all of that, but I think it's great. You're a good role model, Tatiana. I don't give me any back talk on that matter. It's not negotiable. You are a great person. Thank you, Diving. Thank you. I appreciate compliments. Thank you. Let's see. View said, I peeped that Femme Noir. I love it. Brooklyn Star said, I need Vivian to know her angles and a waxer. You know what? It's a lost cause, Brooklyn Star. I mean, you see the thumbnails that she uploads from those gas station chronicles. Ooh, bitch, y'all want to talk about the gas station chronicles real quick? Okay, so people be watching that shit over there, but I believe she has quit. If my sources are correct, I believe she has quit the gas station because y'all know she was over there working for the Habibs. So what had happened was when she got her first paycheck, it was like $500, and then every paycheck after that, it'd be lesser and lesser money, and they wasn't giving her no motherfucking pay stub, like a breakdown of her hours and all that shit. She was like having to threaten them to give her the pay stub because she wanted to take her pay stub to her accountant. You know, for because it's tax season and shit. So I believe she have quit the gas station where the gas station chronicles was going down because she was working for the Habibs and they was fucking with her money. But I just want to say they fucked with her money for a good while before she ended up leaving, and they was fucking with other people's money when she first started working there. If I remember correctly, when she first started working there, people that was already working there was talking about how their paychecks wasn't right and this and that. So she stayed longer than I would have, and they be fucking with my money. Every week I'm $100 lesser and lesser, but I'm still doing the same amount of hours. So that's what's going on with that in the gas station chronicles. If y'all niggas didn't know, yeah, that's what's going on with that in the gas station chronicles. If you didn't know, it's very interesting. View. I was like, And she also said something along the lines of because people was asking her like, "Are you gonna try to like get your back pay? Are you gonna try to sue them to get your back pay?" She was like, "No, I just want them to give me my breakdown of my pay for my tax purposes." That's what the fuck I said. T Danielle. T Danielle said, "What did she expect from the Habib?" Girl, that's what I said. Fran J said that's when Department of Labor gets anonymous call. Listen, she wasn't really trying to go there with them, and I don't understand why. And they fucking with your money, and not just you, other people. Like all y'all could click up and gang up together and take them bitches down. You be ready to click up and gang up and take somebody down on YouTube for free, but you ain't gonna go against Habibi and them for fucking with your paycheck. But whatever, whatever. Oh, you know what, View? That's probably what it is, View. I don't even know why I didn't factor that in. Under the table payments. So you can't go to the labor board on them because then your ass will be in trouble as well for taking under the table payments. I didn't even factor that in. Come through, View. Come through. I'm giving you your snaps, girl. Come through. All right, so what else do I want to discuss out here? Oh, okay, that's right. You know what, View? I don't know. I forgot you was an actual accountant who actually uses your accounting degree. Shout out to you, View. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about, Miss Cruiser said, exactly, I would be dropping dimes with a few official departments. So yeah, I'm sure everybody has scooted over there. If you're subscribed, you done been over there past ZX channel today. Have y'all seen what the fuck was going on over there today? It was a whole lot. Kimmy girl, you is in danger. Girl, you is in danger. J Beatty, hey, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so if you like what you see. Okay, figure eight said work had her hemmed up and she missed it. Okay, figure eight, I'm gonna give you a quick little rundown. Hopefully I can remember it all because I didn't write no notes. So y'all know that picture of Kimmy, the one from the side view where y'all see that little piece of ponytail in the back and she had them little edges swooped down and her face was all swollen and looking and she had a little black patch on her cheek. Y'all know that picture? Well, somebody sent ZX where the original video came from and they watched the video and it was kind of like a camera slip moment where Kimmy was on camera but it didn't seem she knew she was on camera. So she got caught looking like that. A whole debacle, bitch. So originally, the original video came from over there on Almond Brown page. Now, those of y'all, if you in my chat, you know who the fuck Almond Brown is. Because if you in my chat, you've been in the B sector for a while and you a nosy bitch. But if you don't know, Almond Brown is Wiley's longtime moderator. She was Wiley's moderator back when Wiley was over here in the B sector. And she's still Wiley's. She's like one of his number one moderators over there, you know, for the Wiley show. So that's how I know of Almond Brown. She's also a content creator, but she's not really, she don't be beefing like that. She was beef sector. You know, she fuck with us, but she don't be beefing like that. She do like, you know, real content. So it was over there on Almond Brown's page, which is I guess why a lot of us didn't see it or didn't catch it. Femme Noir, you say Almond Brown blocked you, girl, what you was doing? And how you know it was her? You can't see who blocked you. Did she tell you it was her? Y'all can't just be accusing people of blocking you without them telling you it was you. If you don't have a wrench, you don't see who blocks who. You sure it was her? Femme Noir. So, okay, J Bay T said that was a makeup challenge. I think they were cammed up. They were supposed to cam up. Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know. The way her face looked as shocked when she was on that, when she came on that camera, that shit looked like it was, maybe they were supposed to cam up, but why would she do that with that? Why would she come on there with that little ponytail looking like that? Okay, thank you, Snowy Onyx. Thank you for stopping in. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. Snowy Onyx said that Almond Brown had a no wig, no makeup challenge. Okay, now it's making more sense. Because I'm like, why would she come on? Okay, makeup challenge, fine. But girl, why would you come on here with that little thumb worth of ponytail back there? I mean, a pig's curly tail is longer than that fucking ponytail she had back there. I'm like, why would she come on like that? But if it was a no wig, no makeup challenge, now it's making sense. I understand why she came on like that. And now I'm going to give her a little bit of leeway. But with that being said, no wig, no makeup, it looked like she had a little eye makeup on, like some liner and some lashes. So already that's a lose. You lose already. Cause that's a part of makeup. Oh, Brooklyn Star. Brooklyn Star said, if that's the rule, know your limitations. Brooklyn Star is under the impression that if those were the rules, then Kimmy should have graciously bowed the fuck out of the contest because those rules took her beyond her limitations. I fucking agree, Brooklyn Star. Yes, figure eight, a thumb's worth. Stick your thumb out, and that's how much ponytail she got back there. Actually, you may have to lop off the tip of your thumb. You may have to lop that shit off. And, you know, it seemed like back then, it seems like, I don't know, back then with the way the hair was looking, it seemed like she permed it. Because it seemed like real straight. You know what I'm saying? It was little, but it was straight. So if it's perming, then where the fuck them buckshots from the back come from? Like, it's a lot of things that need to be broken down and like, it's a lot of Taisha Pagan. I think you might be lost. I think you are lost. So you can just go ahead and exit stage left, ma'am. Thank you for stopping through. You're definitely lost. This is not the chat for you. If you know, you know. You're definitely lost, ma'am. But thank you for stopping in. If she brushed the naps at the back, you know what? It's the thing. Demetra said if she brushed the naps at the back up, then she could have a donkey tail. I don't even think them naps can be brushed up, Demetra. I think that's like, she just has to cut that shit off. She just has to cut that shit off. Like, the level of alopecia in between them fucking buckshots was disturbing. Yes, Brooklyn Star, a donkey tail. She said a donkey tail. Yes, she was totally caught off guard. So I don't think, even though it was supposed to be a no wig, no makeup challenge, I feel like she did not expect to be caught coming in on the camera like that. You know what I'm saying? She probably expected to get in her seat and to prepare herself and to make sure her angles and her lighting and shit was right. She did not expect to get caught coming into the chair like that with all that meat moving 1,000 miles a minute. Because when you look at the footage, her ass jumped up like she was about to run off. It was given the same thing that happened to Reed during Reed's camera slip. Speaking of, Reed is real pressed about that camera slip. So pressed that she decided to come on camera the other day in an outfit, but conveniently still didn't put no teeth in her mouth, but whatever. But that was what it was given. Y'all remember when Reed and Kwani was over there? That's the most people Reed ever had in her chat to this day. The bitch had like 738 people in her chat. And her Kwani was over there dragging, I can't even remember. I think it might have been 5A, somebody. And that bitch accidentally hit that motherfucking camera on. And her ass jumped like she was about to become a runner and a track star, just like Chimmy jumped and almost became a runner and a track star. Like, I never seen so many bitches so scared of their own fucking reflection. You bitches be so scared of your own reflection, it make you jump and run off. Like, damn. My reflection has never made me jump and run off, bitch. I will pull this sticker off right now, but I know how the community feels about bitches in bonnets. And I got my bonnet on, and I'm not combing my hair down for you bitches. I got this fucking black silk wrapped up, and I got my bonnet on, because when I get off of here, I'm going to go lay back in my recliner and watch me some more motherfucking TV and Beef Sector. So, if it wasn't for y'all's hate on bonnets, I would turn my fucking camera on right now and show you I'm not scared of my fucking reflection. But y'all ain't gonna hate on my bunny. Y'all ain't gonna hate on my bonnet. It's a big one too, bitch. Big and purple. Got me here looking like a half a Barney. But whatever. So, like I said, these bitches are terrified of their own reflections. I mean, girl, what is it like for you when you get that first glimpse of yourself in the mirror in the morning? Do you have to brace yourselves? Because that's what it's given. So back to Reed. Like I said, if y'all didn't see it, y'all need to go see that shit. This bitch decided she wanted to come out here and shit on one of these trolls. I can't remember which one it was. If it was YouTube cameras, I think it was All Y'all Stop Lying. One of them. No, not All Y'all Stop Lying. And it's not All Y'all Stop Lying. It's All Y'all Lying Stop. Sorry about that for when you listen to the replay. But it was one of them trolls like YouTube cameras or Stop Lying TV. So Reed decided she wanted to come out here and shit on them by turning her camera on and showing her little YSL boots. Now, the boots was the only thing that was cute. The boots was the only thing that was cute. The pants were ill-fitting. They were too baggy. The shirt, I don't know if the shirt was ill-fitting or if her body is just ill-looking up underneath that motherfucker, because there were a couple of levels of rolls that Reed didn't have the last time she came on camera that are there now. But whatever. And then she had this little Bantu knot bandana thing tied on her head, but it just didn't give her a full skull look. It looked like her head was cut off in the middle to me, like, she missing edges and shit over there too. And we seen Reed. We know she don't have the best texture of hair. We seen them thin ass bangs. We seen that shit. She's a permer and a dyer, and she does her own shit, so it's probably damaged and fucked up. Not as bad as Kimmy's, but it is damaged and fucked up. We've seen the shit. We've seen all them spaces in between them braids during her other cameras. You know what? I'm going to go through my motherfucking archives, because ZX is over there doing the motherfucking... I got some pictures of these bitches that I would love to hear his opinion on. I'm going to dig up that picture of Reed with them braids and them spaces in the motherfucker. Y'all remember that shit? I'm going to dig it up and put it on. I ain't going to send it to him. I'm going to do it in public. I'm going to put this shit on my community tab for all to see. Since the bitch want to come out here showing shit like she's shitting on somebody. And again, she did not feel the need, even with that expensive outfit on and those beautiful YSL boots, she still did not feel the need to slam and tooth in her skull. So what's the purpose? What's the purpose of being a bad bitch if you bald-mouthed it? It's like an oxymoron. It's like a beautiful elephant. Is there such a thing? Probably. But it's subjective. Not Nan fucking she ain't slam Nan tooth in her mouth, T Danielle. She ain't put the tops nor the bottoms in. The bitch could at least put the tops in. And what is it with her and her teeth? Why does she refuse to put her teeth in? Are they uncomfortable? Then they need to be readjusted? Did your gums grow too sharp? And like, what is it, girl? Because I remember my great grandmother had dentures, and at one point, like I guess her, like the older you get, your facial structure changes. So she had to go back to the dentist to get her dentures realigned. Like they had to make her a new pair to be more comfortable. My great grandmother. Damn shame I gotta compare you to my great grandmother, but whatever, bitch. So why don't you just take your Medicaid ass down there to the free clinic or the dentures or the fucking dental school and get them to give you a better realigned pair, girl? Seven said, don't come for the elephants now. I wasn't coming for the elephants, Seven. I love animals. Y'all know I'm a dog lover. As much as I beat up on Mutt, to this day, I'm still a dog lover. That's why I don't try to beat up on her too hard. I just give that newspaper a nice light roll and I'll bop her ass a couple of times on the nose. Demetra said, child, I done entire camera slip lives, I guess. Bloop, it's really hard to do me with a pic. They gotta try harder. Chipper said, everyone knows she shops at the consignment shops. Her words, not mine. Chipper, I'm not gonna fault her for that because I shop consignment as well. You better get down with the get down. I shop consignment as well. But like, damn. Damn, girl. I don't know. It's just something about a woman who refuses to put her teeth in. I believe they just may be uncomfortable for her. Or maybe because if y'all have ever seen her with them teeth, y'all know them gums on them dentures that she got are really pink. So that makes them look even that much more faker. Maybe she would just rather be ball mouthed than have that fucking big tooth pink gum look about herself. Because I don't know. There's no excuse because we know that Timothy Blaine has dentures, and Timothy Blaine's dentures, if he did not tell you, in my opinion, they would not be clockable. His gums aren't all fucking fluorescent pink like Reed's. Like Reed's dentures. Her shits are fluorescent, bitch. Like somebody took a pink highlighter to them motherfuckers. Exactly, Brooklyn Star. Brooklyn Star said designer don't look good without teeth, baby. It's like I said, it's an oxymoron. This shit, it don't make no sense. So we're gonna get back into Kimmy because we got off on a tangent about that bitch and her shenanigans. That Reed bitch. So Kimmy, ZX and his friend over there, they are really, really doing a lot. So they exposed where the picture came from, where her thumbs were for ponytail. They're talking about, they showed the picture that Kimmy says she accidentally sent to our cook. Now, when I heard that story the first time, I knew exactly what the fuck that was because I used to be a manipulative bitch in the same vein that Kimmy is manipulating this shit. Well, yeah, like, I mean, there's many bitches in the chat right now who are manipulative bitches in that way. You know, it's a nigga out there and you'll accidentally send him a picture that was earmarked for someone else. Yeah, okay. Holla if you hear me, bitches. Who amongst us has not accidentally sent a gentleman a picture that was earmarked for another gentleman? That's the best way to get back into them niggas' good graces when you ain't was like if it's an ex or somebody who you used to fuck with and you ain't talked to him in a while and you like, damn, that nigga ain't text me, he ain't did nothing. I'm not texting him. Fuck him. I'm not texting him. But I will accidentally send his ass a picture and be like, oh, my bad, that was for somebody else. And that'll strike up the conversation and get him right back nose wide open for your ass. Uh-huh. Who amongst us? So that shit right there was a red flag to me. I was like, oh, you that type of manipulative bitch. Okay. Okay, bitch, I ain't fucked up about it. I ain't fucked up. So they discussed that situation. Somebody remind me to talk about Tracy's world over there dyeing her hair like every day until it becomes platinum blonde. That bitch is gonna end up like Fire Marshal Bill before it's all over with. Somebody remind me. Okay, so with the Kimmy thing, Demetra said I accidentally group chatted a pic. I didn't know that they could see that. Oh, Betty, is it orange? Betty, when I saw it yesterday, it was orange. And then I saw her again this morning with some more dye on that shit. Is it still orange? I would imagine that shit would have been like fucking smoking, like white with smoke coming off the tips by now. But whatever, Betty. I'm gonna have to go over there and see what that shit look like. I may have to stop over there before we get off of here, bitch. Cause woo, I said, ooh, bitch, her ass gonna look like Fire Marshal Bill. Let me tell you something. It's gonna be patches and smoke. Her ass finna be Kimmy 2.0. It's gonna be another alopecia ball around the back ass bitch in the beef sector. And her name is Tracy's World because she over there doing the fucking most with that bleach, bitch. She doing the most with that bleach. And it's giving danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No. Platinum blonde view. I ain't say blonde. I said platinum. But so far, all she's been able to achieve is like a pumpkin orange. She looks like a fuzzy pumpkin over there about the head. So I guess you don't have to remind me to talk about her ass because we doing the shit right now. Pizarro was right. Y'all niggas is experts at like leading people down other avenues of conversation. Y'all are experts on that shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, once again, we was talking about Kimmy and her accidentally sending these pictures out. And not only that, ZX, he pointed out that that picture that she accidentally sent out was definitely not her. And I agree, because the shoulders ain't shouldering. The shoulders ain't shouldering. We know what Kimmy's big linebacker motherfucking shoulders look like, and that lady's shoulders was not shouldering the way Kimmy's shoulders shoulder. If it was her, it was a prime example of top-notch A1 Photoshop. But you know how she's gonna come back with that shit if it is Photoshop? Because Kimmy said that those were supposed to be some type of promotional pictures for one of her affiliations. Like, I don't know, let's just say Adidas. Those were supposed to be pictures for her affiliation with Adidas, like the outfit she was going to wear. So, of course it would be Photoshop because they Photoshop all of those advertisements. That's what she's going to say. Excuse me. Chipper said that Reed's teeth are the Walmart Instant Smile Comfort Fit Flex teeth at $32.99. Google them. No. I don't have to Google them, Chipper, because way back when Jay Wilson was talking about bath fitter teeth, and my phone was hearing bath fitter teeth and snap-on teeth, I was scrolling on Instagram. I told you my phone be listening. My phone listens to what I say and it listens to what you niggas say too. And it gives me ads based on what I say and what you niggas say and what I type. So I'm scrolling on Instagram, and not 4 days after Jay Wilson was talking about bath fitter teeth and snap-on teeth did I see the advertisement for those motherfuckers. So I don't have to Google it. I've already seen it over on Instagram, and they truly do snap right on like a pair of bath fitter, like some bath fitters. And once again, if you're not aware, Chipper let us know that they are Walmart Instant Smile Comfort Fit Flex teeth for $32.99. You can Google them. And you know what, Chipper? I believe you're right, because the gums on them motherfuckers are fluorescent pink as well. And the teeth are too white. I mean, I guess if you were like a white woman from Iceland, like pale as pale can be, those pink gums and white teeth, you maybe could slide that by. But they ain't rocking for nobody with a little taint of melanin. Chipper say humans' gums are never red. It's not possible. Humans' gums are pink. You know what, Brooklyn Star? Maybe that's why she don't wear them, because they made out of plastic, and she don't want to crumble one of them motherfuckers mid sentence and have to run out and buy another pair. Maybe that's why she only wears them for certain pictures and functions and things. You know what? I'm gonna need y'all to be messy. I'm gonna need y'all to be undercover messy. I'm gonna need y'all to start asking that bitch what she cooking for dinner and what she ate for today. Cause I be having questions like, what can you eat when all you have in your mouth is gums? Like I've heard tales about people who have like sharp gums and can like bite through steak and shit. But I'm gonna need y'all to be messy and be like, "Hey, Reed, girl, what you doing? Oh, girl, what you ate for lunch today?" I'm gonna need y'all to start being like undercover messy because I want to know what that bitch be eating. Because I swear, in my little crazy fucking brain over here, all I imagine her doing is like drinking shakes and eating oatmeal and gruel and shit. And how come she got them little rolls in that fupa but no teeth? How was she able to retain enough calories and fat to have rolls and fupa, but she can't chew no food? Like, I don't expect a bitch to only be eating like fucking juice and shakes and fucking Ensure and gruel and oatmeal. I wouldn't expect them to have rolls. I would expect them to be pretty svelte. Yes, clouds, gruel. Don't tell me you've never imagined that bitch sitting there with a bowl and a spoon and gruel just like dripping down her fucking mannish fucking chin. Her face is set up like an elderly white man. I just had to say it. I just had to say it. When you look at the cheeks and the chin and all that shit, it's set up like an elderly white man. I just had to say it. Her face is set up like that fella off of Office Space, the one with the steepler, my steepler. That's how her face is set up, like him. Shout out to my bitches if you know, you know. Y'all know I'm a movie buff over here. That bitch's face set up like my stapler, my stapler. I'll send that bitch $100 cash app if she comes on here and hits the camera with no teeth and gives me a old nasty piece of my stapler, my stapler. I sure will. Bitch, I will die. Comedy gold. Brooklyn Star said these comments have my stomach hurting. Girl, I told y'all I can't always see all of the comments all of the time. For example, in my last live, I went back and looked at the comments from my last live we did. I had no idea that Chipper and Tisa was beefing in the motherfucking chat. I didn't know till I saw on the back end. I'm like, wait a minute, I missed all that shit. So, bitch, I was getting my life with the chat last time around. Cause I always go back and I look at my previous videos for the chat specifically. And to see if there's anything I can improve. Chipper. Chipper say Reed look like Gollum and Smeagol. Chipper. No. Gollum is reserved for Quanetta and Quanetta alone, and Smeagol has now and forever been reserved for Misunderstood. That's who them two bitches is reserved for, Quanetta and Misunderstood. Got that, Chipper? Reed looks like my steepler, my steepler, my steepler. That's who that bitch look like. Speaking of, Y'all been screaming and screaming. Where Netta at? Where Netta at? Somebody find Kwani. Where Netta? Netta came back last night with a drunken vengeance. I hope y'all bitches was there front and center. You was screaming for it. That second live that bitch did last night. Oh my god. That second live that that bitch got on there and told y'all about her penis envy, how she envies men because they have penises and they can make women do things because of the penis power. That bitch got on there and was talking about pussy juice, like squirting pussy juice on motherfucker. It was something else. You hear me? Netta showed her drunk ass last night. I would suggest, and she said in her first live, she said she was going to clean her page up. So I suggest you niggas skedaddle the fuck over to Netta's page and listen to that shit before she wakes up and sobers up and deletes that shit. Because it was something the fuck else. You hear me? That bitch is another one that's a real piece of work. Yes, mixology, peen power activate. When that bitch got to going off on her tangent about how she has penis envy, I said, I've been told y'all niggas years ago that that bitch wishes she had a dick and that she probably is over there strapping up and fucking, what's his name? What's that man name? I want to say Carlos, but we know that ain't it. Curtis. I told y'all years ago that Kwani seems to be of the pegging variety to me. And she seems like she would have no problem strapping on and fucking Curtis because she act like she got big dick energy. She act like she got the biggest balls and the biggest dick in the sector. And then to hear her last night talking about her penis envy and she was very candid about it, I was like, gotcha, bitch. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. It all makes sense. These niggas, they talk so much, eventually they will let you know what the tea really is. So that is why she has such an issue with the gay community. That is why she has such an issue with the transgenders, because she has penis envy and it's probably borderlining on she wants to be a man. I feel like if she didn't have to deal with society's pressure and already being a mother and you know, being old, so it's kind of like too late. I feel like if Kwani was a teenager nowadays, she would be one of them ones transitioning into being a man. I fucking said it because the way that bitch's penis envy came off, it was palpable and telling. What Demetra had said. Let me scroll. Let me scroll. I can't see it. YouTube might not be wanting me to see it, Demetra. I'll catch what you said on the replay, girl. These bitches acting funny. Oh, let me see if I can do live chat. Oh, there it goes. Demetra says, sometimes I wish I had a peen. I would slap a couple of these hoes in the forehead with it. We saw how that turned out for Caitlyn Jenner, figure eight. Figure eight says she can do a Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah, we see how that turned out for Caitlyn Jenner. Not very well, I will say. Not very well. Nobody ever taught Caitlyn how to walk. Like you can slap all the titties and all the long hair and shit on you want, but nobody ever taught Caitlyn how to walk. Watching Caitlyn walk is some of the funniest shit. As far as celebrities is concerned. Next time y'all see Caitlyn out and about, just watch that bitch try to prance across a fucking room. That shit is hilarious. Caitlyn looks like a baby giraffe on ice. Bitch. That shit is, somebody needs to just grab her by the hand and pull her in the corner and just, but you know what? Caitlyn is not very looked upon favorably by the community. So maybe that's why nobody ever pull her to the side and just, you know, show her how to sissy that walk. Because that's what the community is. You know, they help each other out. They teach each other things. If she was in good standing, somebody would have pulled her to the side and showed her how to sissy that walk. Jazz A, hey Jazz A. Jazz A said, girl, that walk is something else. Yes. Hey, Montoria, how are you, girl? Thank you for stopping in. So, yes. All right, we finna get back on to Kimmy. Mixology, I would dare to say mixology. She does not watch Drag Race. Speaking of Drag Race, that was one of the things that I was binge watching while I was out of the sector. I am like 4 or 5 seasons behind. I know it's so bad, but that's great because it gives me 4 or 5 seasons to fucking binge and I don't have to wait. I can just watch it at my heart's desire. So I'm having a great time watching Drag Race. Star Bell said, how about her daughters teaching her? The daughters, I don't think they were really here for the transition. The daughters were accepting and caring, but in reality, I mean, who really is here for their dad who's been their dad their whole lives becoming a woman? Who's really here for that shit? I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. So, they were as accepting as they could be in this new politically correct America because the spotlight is on them. Spotlight is on them, so they had to be somewhat accepting, but in reality, who was here for their father? Like my dad? I can't even fucking imagine. I can't even imagine. Like, mm-mm. So maybe that's why they just it's kind of hands off for the girls in that. Betty White says, isn't he like 6 foot? That motherfucker was Mr. Olympian or whatever. He won like the triathlon, decathlon. He was like Mr. America. Bruce was on the fucking Wheaties box. He was what all men in the 80s strive to be as far as physical health and strength, etc., etc. That's the shit that gets me. That motherfucker won like the triathlon or the decathlon. I can't remember which one it was. I'm an Olympics girl, so I really keep up with that shit. But yeah, Bruce was that nigga as far as like physical activity and just all American looking boy and just. But there were for a long time there were rumors that Bruce used to like to put on Chris's clothes and things. I always kind of disregarded it because I'm like, well, it's fucking Hollywood. It's rumors. People say things, but then we saw Bruce starting to get titties. Like, I mean, he started growing his hair out, and then I saw his nails were a little long, and it looked like he had a little clear polish on him. And then I started seeing like the hint of like adolescent titties poking through his golf shirts. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And then that's when everything really started ratcheting up with that situation. So I just feel like, I don't know. I understand that you may have felt this way your whole life, but why would you then turn around and marry multiple women and have multiple kids by those multiple women? If you really truly felt that way, like your whole life, maybe after the first wife and the first set of kids, you would have just, went for that bachelor lifestyle instead of continuing to marry and continuing to have kids and then doing it like a third time with Chris. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Bruce got a gang of kids. He got, well, how many of them? It's like 12 of them motherfuckers, not including Kim and them, because those are not technically his kids. Kylie and Kendall are, but them other ones, the Brody Jenners and them other ones, it's like a gang of them motherfuckers. And he got like 2 wives before Chris. So, all right, we getting back into it. You think Chris wants to be a man? I think Chris likes to have the power of a man, but I do see Chris has a lot of femininity in her that I see. I think Chris is a nice looking woman, and she always has been, and she always keeps herself looking real nice and very. She is very appropriate for her age in her outfits, in her makeup, in her hair, everything. I really like Chris's aesthetic. So I feel like she wants the power of a man, the position of a man, but I feel like she is still feminine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she does. Chris does have big dick energy, but she is I've never seen her as anything other than a woman and a mother and a boss for the family. So I mean, I respect Chris and what she's done because it could have went another way. You know, the Kardashians could have been a blip in the social media world, never to be seen again. But Chris really elevated them girls with her pussy and their pussy. So is it big dick energy or is it pussy power? Because that's what elevated them. It was the pussy power. Don't get it twisted. It was pussy power that elevated that family. All right, so we're getting back into the ZX Kimmy thing, y'all. Y'all stop getting me off into tangents. We're gonna be here all damn day. So another thing that they discussed over there after the situation with her photoshopped, accidentally sent pictures, they also talked about hold on, let me think. Okay, okay, so me and my bitches was over here in the background and I was asking questions. You know, we was just trying to break the shit down like I did. I said the other day to one of my bitches, I was like, Kimmy, has anybody ever heard what fucking college she went to or what year she graduated or any of this shit? Because I'm really starting to question this whole soror thing. Because I am, you know, if you're a college educated black woman, you are familiar with the Greek society, the sorors, the gentlemen on the other side, the fraternity guys. You know how that whole thing kind of works. And you know how they are upheld to a higher standard than us regular normies, right? So I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is not soror activity. This is not becoming of a soror. So I'm saying that to say if she is affiliated with any Greek society, she is not currently active and she is not paying dues because you don't hear the bitch come on here talking about no community service work they do. Personally, as a child, my aunt was an AKA. And she put me in the culture pearls. If there are any AKAs in here, y'all know what the culture pearls are. So I was a culture pearl as a child, as an adolescent girl. And we did a lot of community service. Do you hear me? So much community service that it was keeping us out of trouble and doing other shit. If she was in current standing and paying dues and on somebody's board somewhere, of a sorority, she would be too busy in her community to be out here causing all of these fucking problems and drama. To this day, my auntie is busy in her chapter. And I think she's just I can't remember what position I remember I was the treasurer of our little culture pearl society. I was the treasurer, bitch. So I can't remember what position my aunt is in, but she's, you know, on the board some kind of way, but she's busy. Even the ones who aren't on the board, they're busy doing things, mentoring girls, giving speeches, being active in their churches and community. This bitch got a lot of time on her hands to number one, be in anybody's sorority, to number two, be in anybody's fucking collegiate program, studying to be what she claimed to studying to be a lawyer. Yeah, okay. When the fuck does the bitch have time to study? I remember when I was in college, bitch, I had time to work, eat, sleep, and study and party on the weekends. Many a days, as a young adolescent in college, many a days, I did not sleep at night. If I decided that after school and after work, because I would go to school from 7 to 3 and I would be working from like 3:30 to 11, midnight, 1 a.m. If I wanted to go out, and I didn't get home till 4, guess what, bitch? I'm not going to sleep. We're going to run this bitch back and we're going to do it all over again. That's why you're supposed to be in college as a young adult because you have all that energy to do that shit. That bitch is in her damn near 50s. Where is she getting all the energy to have a long distance fiance who's a preacher, allegedly, and married, allegedly? That kind of does track, though, because, I mean, if it's a bitch out here to fuck with a married man, it's Kimmy. So allegedly, her fiance preacher is married in Alabama, some fucking where. So she got time for that. She got time for class. She got time to work to pay her in excess of $2,500 a month rent. She got time for that. And she got time to be on the phone with niggas in the background. And she got time to go live over on the members only. And she got time to go live over here. And she got time to listen to everybody's shit. Bitch, how many hours is in her day? Because it's only 24 in mine. Is this bitch living 36 or 48-hour days? What is going on? She must be. She must be. She must be living 48-hour days. Because they showed another picture over there of her like high school graduation, and they said the bitch looked like a middle school principal, and they did not lie. No lies were told. Her ass looked older in her high school graduation picture than she do now. She's looking like her own mama in her high school graduation picture. Bitch, where did they do that at? I looked at like a sweet-faced, fat cheek baby in my high school graduation pictures. I saw him the other day. I was such a baby. That bitch looked like her own mother. That bitch looked like her name Miss Johnson. She looked like a cafeteria lady in the high school where she graduated from. I swear I could see a line of the fucking hairnet around her skull. I swear I could see the hairnet line. I'm gonna need ZX to post in pictures on his community tab so I can really get into it, because I swear I saw a hairnet line. All right, Mixology, thank you for being here and thank you for moderating, girl. Have a good day. And kisses to the baby. Extra kisses with her cute little self. So, GFTV said they don't take criminals, sis. Her record is too long to be a part of anything. I didn't think so. Because, you know, like I said, my auntie is an AKA and has been. She graduated college in 89. So that's as long as she's been an AKA. As long as I can find. I was born in 82. Okay. So most of my fucking life. So I'm very close to her and I'm very versed on what goes on because I was going to pledge. But I went to a culinary school and they did not have the opportunity to pledge in the college that I went to. Now, a couple of the girls who were in my college, they went over to the next college, which was College of Charleston, and they went to College of Charleston on the weekends and they would pledge through College of Charleston. It was kind of like, because we didn't have any chapters in our college, College of Charleston, their chapters opened up and let those of us who wanted to pledge come over there and do that. But y'all know I'm very territorial. And we used to beef with them College of Charleston bitches. So it wasn't no way I was going over there to pledge anything with them bitches. So there my opportunity passed by me to become an AKA. But I had the opportunity and I was going to do it. But I decided against it because of the circumstances. But I said all that to say I'm very versed in the shit, and bitch, you can't pull no wool over my eyes. The rest of these niggas may not want to comment on it or say anything about it, or maybe they just aren't versed in it. But if you said we are celebrating our 40 years, all right now, View. I know what it is, and I know my auntie has a lot of sorors. And I've been to a lot of step shows, and I've been around a lot of different sorors other than AKAs. I got a lot of friends who are deltas and shit. So none of them have anything close to a criminal record. ZX in his chat, in his panel, they also made good comments about saying how you can't leave your pocketbook around Kimmy. You can't leave your man around Kimmy. That is not the model of any soror. I've never, I mean, when we go to these AKA, when I say we, I'm talking about as a child, Culture Pearls and things. When we went to those meetings, and I have sat in on a couple of AKA, they let us sit in on one AKA meeting, one or two when we were young, just to, see what it, because we were like 10th grade. So we were right there at the precipice of graduating. So, they was trying to recruit our little asses. And it worked because a lot of them went in because a lot of them went to regular colleges. So there was no worry about, sitting your pocketbook down and walking across the room and chatting with this soror or running to the bathroom. I would not ever leave my purse or my man around that bitch. Ever. And can you imagine having to go to a meeting and being like, "Ooh, let me put my purse in my trunk because you know who is here." Like, come on. My uncle is a Mason, young MIA. My uncle is a Mason. And me and my brother was little. We used to try to ask him all the secret questions and stuff, and he wouldn't tell us nothing, bitch. My grandfather, his dad, my great grandfather was a Mason, which was my uncle's grandfather. So I got Masons in my family, but I don't know nothing because they don't tell us nothing. And I think I was like 12 when I just fucking stopped asking. So, and she claims to be an Eastern Star. Like the behavior coming from over there is so unbecoming of any Eastern Star or any soror. I'm really starting to question it. I'm really starting to question it. And like I said, if she is affiliated, she is not active. She is not paying dues, which means that she is affiliated in name only. And that's probably how they would prefer it, because that bitch will go up in there and wreck shop. That bitch will go up in there and wreck shop. She would be spreading rumors and lies. She would be getting close to those ladies' husbands. Probably fucking on their sons. Now, ZX and them also, they popped where her ass went to school to, allegedly. They said she went to Florida State, I think it was. I think they said Florida State. Once again, I ain't take no notes, so grain of salt, bitches. But, and they said that she used to tutor the football players in Florida State. When they said she used to tutor the football players, I said, now that's more code. Bitch, you ain't gonna sneak no code words in on me. Tutor the football players means she used to fuck them and suck their dicks in between doing their homework for them. That's what the fuck that means. And before I could even text it to my bitches or say anything, ZX and his panel, they came out and said that not only did she used to quote unquote tutor the football team, that she got caught in bed with one of her friends' football player boyfriends. I said, uh-huh. Sounds about fucking right from where I'm sitting. Cause bitch, you tutoring the whole team? The whole team, bitch. Oh, okay, bitch. Oh, bitch, you ain't gonna pull no wool over my eyes, bitch. I don't know who she thinks she be talking to. Oh, you know what? She be telling these lies to men. That's how she get away with it. She over there on the phone with men, and she telling this shit to men. Any of my bitches in the chat who was with it and who was well versed on hoe shit, we see that bitch a mile away. Bitch, I see you, bitch. I ain't fucked up about it, but bitch, I see you. I see you, bitch. Tutoring the whole team. Okay, girl. Sucking they dicks, fucking them when they want to fuck, and doing their homework. I bet that bitch has heard many a times, like before game day, why don't you just suck it a little bit for me so I can release this tension? You know we trying to win the game. They want you to suck it before the game to release that tension, right? Mm-hmm. Now, y'all, I had a friend in college. She was my roommate for a little while. And this bitch, now this was my fucking road dog, but she was a hoe. A hoe since been hoe since been hoe. So that's how I'm really very versed on all this collegiate hoe activity. Was living through her hoish ass. Now, I ain't gonna say I was no angel in college, but this girl, she went above and beyond. She went above and beyond. She was tutoring the team as well, bitch. And she was in bed with some of her friends' football player boyfriends as well. It wasn't football, it was basketball, because we had a basketball team for a couple of years at my school before they got rid of it. So, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, why the fuck is this story sounding so familiar to me? And then I got to thinking, and bitch, then I got to reminiscing. And a lot of the similarities of all this whole shit started coming up. And I'm like, mm. And who the fuck is that old? And I'm hearing people saying that she's had this fiance for 3 years. First of all, who the fuck is engaged for 3 years? Just call it a wrap. Either bite the bullet or call it a fucking wrap. And who the fuck is long distance engaged? And it's not even that much long distance. What the fuck is holding that bitch in Florida to where she won't move to Alabama to be with that man? What's holding her in Florida? It seems like she don't have all that good of a relationship with her mama. It don't seem like she got no real friends in real life if she's meeting up with Big Bestie. It don't seem like she has no job that she's running out and about to. If she does have a job, it's probably from home. So what's stopping her from moving to Alabama to be with this man other than he possibly may be actually fucking married? I'm just asking. Cause ain't no way in hell at my big age, and her age is bigger than mine, bitch. Ain't no way at my big age I will be long distance engaged with some motherfucker for 3 years, and he's like literally 1 or 2 states over, and nothing is tying me down to the state that I'm in now. Flies all up in the buttermilk, bitch. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, let me see. Let me see. I think my chat might have froze. Yeah, it did. Chipper said, "What do the Masons and the Eastern Stars actually do?" Not trying to be funny. From what I understand, Chipper, they are very much in the lines of a sorority. They're supposed to do community service. They're supposed to mentor young men and women who are, without a mother or a father specifically. They're supposed to. It's a organization that is steeped into Christianity. So there's that factor of it. It's just it's very much, from what I understand, it's very much along the lines of a fraternity or a sorority, but it really has nothing to do with college. For example, my uncle, who was a Mason, he didn't go to college, but he is a hands-on kind of fella. He's like a farmer. He's like a farmer and a carpenter. You know what I'm saying? He farms his land. He builds fucking barns and shit from logs in the forest. He'll cut the goddamn trees down and like lumber the logs and build the shit up. So that's what it's all about. It's like a sorority or fraternity, but collegiate participation is not really a prerequisite of getting in, if I'm not mistaken. That's just my opinion from the outside looking in with limited knowledge that I have. Chipper says, "I do know the Caucasian Masons did not allow black people in their sex society, so black made their own, just like the Illuminati absolutely does not allow blacks or females in their sex society." I don't know about that. I have heard that they don't, but I don't know. In my big age, I have not asked my uncle anything about the Masons. Maybe the next time I talk to him, I'll ask him if he is in a chapter where it's mixed, or is it just like all black, and what the situation behind that is. Maybe I'll ask him. But all right, guys, I don't really think it's too much more that I want to chat about. I did kind of go over a few things with that Kimmy situation. Just a few things that stood out to me. Hey, Deidre, how are you? Thank you for being a member, girl. Thank you for stopping in, Deidre. So I'm just scrolling just to make sure ain't nothing else I want to talk about. I don't think there is. There probably is, but like I said, I didn't write any notes down. So I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to think, and I'm going to be pissed off later that I missed some stuff. I always am, but it's whatever. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for stopping in. This was super fun as usual. Super fun as usual. And if anybody has any problems about anything that I said about them, that's your fucking problem. And it's up to you to change your online behavior. So maybe next time my commentary will be a little bit more forgiving. It's up to you. Bitch. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Peace.